Hello, and welcome back to our channel, Crypto Channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like and share. What we are going to see today is the relevance of the incoming cyber pandemic, discussions around this, and how the administration is finally getting hooked to demand answers for the unregulated activities of cryptocurrencies. Let us decode it down for you. Discussions hinting at a potential cyber pandemic crisis. You must have heard about a cyber pandemic. There are many discussions happening all over the world, and people who critically study various cryptocurrency platforms are now hinting towards a cyber pandemic situation. In this section of the video, we will be answering what discussions and issues are being currently addressed in the field of cryptocurrencies. How are central banks and government administrations getting involved to find a solution to lay down a set of firm rules and regulations to watch out for cyber criminals and hackers? How many politicians and world leaders are currently planning to let the general public access the digital world of cryptocurrencies? Let's go through some of these discussions. Number 1. Discussions around Tether. Many economists, including the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, have voiced concerns on how cryptocurrencies run on unregulated grounds. It raised some serious concerns on the third biggest cryptocurrency in the world, depending on market value. The president of the Reserve Bank has called for a financial stability risk pertaining to the Tether. This has created a lot of hullabaloo in the community of investors who believes that there will be a loss of confidence and that this will hint at a potential black swan scenario in the world of cryptocurrency. Number 2. Discussions around Binance. The Polish financial regulator has recently issued a notice of public warning about Binance. The finance watchdog's consumer warning stressed that the company's operations and indulgences are unregulated in the Central European countries. Number 3. Discussions on World Economic Forum, WEF. In one of the conferences held on the 9th of July 2021 in the WEF, Klaus Schwab, the founder of WEF, confirmed that there is a time incoming that will feature a significant crisis and the need to do some prep work before they move on to damage control because of years of unregulated existence of cryptocurrencies. It will not only lead to a complete halt of transportation, power supply, and even hospital services. Jeremy Jurgens, who is a Harvard-educated managing director of WEF, even went as far as claiming that the comprehensive cyber pandemic will have a much faster exponential growth than the COVID pandemic itself. This means that the economic, as well as social implications of people's lives will be significantly affected during the cyber pandemic. Number 4. The 28th July deadline for SEC. Groundbreaking news hit the world of cryptocurrency. By the 28th of this month, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or simply SEC, is advised to come up with actual reports that will explain its role in regulating cryptocurrencies, as well as how it plans to close the regulatory gaps. It came as a huge shock, since many experts have taken to articles that such regulatory norms are not going to be introduced before 2021. But here it is. Crypto skeptic U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren, nonetheless, surprised us all. Even though the popularity of cryptocurrency is enormous, she wrote to the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, about the absence of common sense regulations, which has left behind the common sense investors with bitter experiences and also at the mercy of crypto criminals and manipulators. The SEC has been allowed to exercise its full authority to look into knowledge gaps that have long been the case. Being very critical of platforms like Bitcoin, the senator in an interview with CNBC in March described crypto as speculative in nature and going to end badly. In one of the June subcommittee hearings, she raised many concerns regarding the absence of regulatory clarity as well as the energy usage of POW, proof of work, cryptocurrencies. Number 5. Bank for International Settlements and CBDC. Defiant Rabbit has recently posted a video on Twitter on how the head of central banks will now take over the complete control of what one does with their own money. In a video released in the month of March this year, Augustin Carstens, who is the general manager of the Bank of International Settlements, said that in their analysis of the general use of money, tries to draw out the differences between the fiat currencies and CBDC, fully central bank digital currency. While stressing over the anonymity factor of using normal bills, he further said that the central bank will impose rules and regulations to determine how you use your money, as well as they will be technologically equipped in advance to see it. Number 6. Jamaica's central bank and CBDC. Jamaica is beginning its first CBDC project next month, hinting that Jamaica has already started to work on the various technical aspects within the sandbox environment. Richard Biles, who is the governor of the Central Bank of Jamaica, mentioned in his Rotary speech how Japan has already begun working on the technical casting of currencies and the fact that the pilot needs to be vigorously tried and tested. Cyber Pandemic and Ripple XRP. All these discussions around cryptocurrency hint that there is something cooking and definitely up on the horizon. The CEO of financial technology company Ripple Labs, Brad Garlinghouse, recently took to Twitter and shared a tweet posted by the general manager of the said company, Ashish Birla. In that tweet, Birla mentions that the evolution of the crypto industry is unfathomably quick and is expanding block by block like Legos. He talks about the evolution of his own company and how Ripple has been focusing basically on building and deploying RippleNet to reduce the frictions usually caused during cross-border payments. Ripple, who will be at the forefront if a cyber pandemic breaks out, is now trying to build a new future for the crypto industry. But how? Well, the company wants to outgrow the ordinary things that cryptocurrencies do, that is, crypto-enabled instant cross-border payments. Instead, build a bridge connecting the growing world of tokenized services and traditional enterprises that wants an end to this space. In other words, they are now moving on to build the future of crypto-enabled financial services, one block at a time. Birla acknowledges DeFi and decentralized finance applications to be as ubiquitous as web or mobile, wherein they greatly enable the flow of information which requires healthy liquidity for almost all kinds of assets. Some experts have already tweeted how XRP and Ripple are the pioneering companies that are looking to be a mammoth infrastructure that will forever revolutionize how we carry out our transactions in cryptocurrencies. The most influential thing in the world of cryptocurrencies is DeFi. The system of DeFi, or decentralized finance, pertains to the financial products that become accessible to the public via a public decentralized blockchain network. It cuts out the intermediaries, something we commonly designate as brokers, such as banks. DeFi holds the new future and the economy. On-demand liquidity customers can now make cross-border payments by exchanging XRP coins directly with the help of a wallet. To source XRP on demand without an intermediary is the defining characteristic of a wallet. Therefore, what this means is that enterprises can now exploit their crypto capabilities, and the tokenized services that Ripple is currently providing and innovating can completely change the way cryptocurrency platforms work. They literally have gone meta. So after you have adopted the XRP wallet, you can definitely get ready to exercise your right and take advantage of the most recently launched solutions that are blockchain-enabled. This is ensured by seamlessly designing the platform to upgrade and introduce various services according to the needs and requirements of the customer. This Ripple-enabled wallet has one great advantage that will definitely blow your mind. With a Ripple-enabled wallet, you can take under your custody anything that is tokenized, such as stablecoins, XRP, or even Bitcoins. We hope this video will prove to be informative for you, and come back for more. If you don't want to miss out on important information about everything that is happening in the world of cryptocurrency, like and subscribe to this channel and whack that bell icon. We will see you soon. Until then, ciao.